For one of my ancillary tasks, I have created a film poster to go with my magazine cover and teaser trailer. I have created this using PicMonkey and Microsoft Publisher, and this is an example of me combining media technologies. One of the questions I've been asked to discuss is, in what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? I have been careful to use conventions of real media posters when creating my own poster, as I want to make it as effective as possible. I created a poster with the villain, and I've only used one character, as this was the most popular request in my questionnaire from my research. I have done this so that I can please my target audience. I feel that I have effectively used the conventions of real magazine posters where I have written on a review and the amount of stars it's been rewarded. I did this as I feel it makes it look professional and will attract the target audience if it has positive feedback from professional film critics. I have noted this on many posters and feel it is necessary, as when my film is being marketed, this is important when competing against other films of the same genre that are being released on the same date. Another way in which my poster uses conventions of real media product is that I have included basic details such as the release date and name. I find this important so that the audience can do further research on the film to see if they want to go and watch it. I have also used real conventions in my picture. I have made sure the character is using the direct mode of address. I have done this because before I had created a poster where the female victim wasn't doing this, and I felt it wasn't very effective. I like the fact my model is doing this, as it makes it feel like he is looking at the audience, so there is more of a connection. On my poster, I have used the villain's signature weapon, which can be seen in film posters such as the Scream 4 poster, where Ghostface's mask is shaped to look like a knife. I have used a knife for a weapon, and I feel this is similar to other professional media products, as this is a stereotypical weapon for a slasher film. When creating my poster, I have also tried to develop it and the conventions I have used to give it a unique and special edge, as I feel it is important to make it stand out. I have done this when editing, where I have used a border around the edge called daguerreotype, which has been described in my audience feedback as cobwebby. I feel like this develops my poster, as I have not seen this in any other posters with it on before, which makes it unique. I also feel that this white cobwebby effect makes the central darker colours more vivid, so they stand out even though they are pretty dark. It also lightens up a pretty dark poster and makes it look more dramatic. Another question I've been asked to discuss is, how effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary tasks? I feel the combination of my teaser trailer, magazine cover and poster comes across effectively to my audience. An example of where I feel it is effective is that I have used the same location, mise-en-scene and clothing on the villain in all three media pieces. I have used the bathroom, blood and knife in all three of my media pieces, and I feel like this helps to keep the continuity in my project. I have been very cautious to make the genre clear in all three of my media products. I feel I have done this well, as on my poster and magazine cover, the killer is pictured with the knife and blood, and then in my teaser trailer, the blood can be seen and the knife briefly in one of the shots. I feel you can tell this is horror in all three of my products. The third question I've asked to be discussed is, what have you learned from your audience feedback? I have learned that audience feedback is very important whilst doing my Year 13 coursework. I feel that getting the audience feedback is vital, as it shows me what they feel about what I have created, which can help me see it through someone else's eyes and from a different perspective. I asked for audience feedback on both my ancillary tasks and the trailer, and it has helped me a lot. When I collected audience feedback for my poster, many people told me to make the background darker, which is something I hadn't thought of doing before, and I found that once I had done it, it made it look a lot better. This has definitely inspired me to ask for audience feedback more regularly. The final question I've been asked to discuss is, how did you use media technologies in the constitution, research, planning and evaluation stages? I use the internet to research existing magazine posters. This has helped me, as many of the professional ones are available on the internet. Looking at and analysing existing posters has helped me to identify stereotypical conventions and has helped me to decide on what I did and didn't want to use. I have used two media technologies whilst creating my poster. I have used a website called PicMonkey, which has enabled me to be able to crop and change the colours and tones on my posters. This has also helped me edit the photos so they look more effective, and they also use the text on the website to put onto my poster. I have never used this before, but now I will be confident in using it again. I also used Microsoft Publisher to shape my poster so that it was A4, as many posters are of a bigger size.